All right, people. I'm just got off of work not too long ago, and I'm out here with the ultralight setup. And there's this little creek kind of that flows through town um, that I'm gonna explore for the next few hours. Um, it's a creek I fished before, a little bit further downstream. You know, there's like a bridge crossing where I fished before and done well. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I guess the main thing is just seeing what the condition of the water is. We did have some rain earlier this week, so it could be a little higher and muddier than would be ideal. We're gonna scope it out and see, but um, anyway, it should be interesting. I don't think the water got too high. It's had some time to kind of die down, so anyway, I'll see you on the water. All right, people, we're at the first section of the creek that I want to try. The water is looking pretty good. It's not muddy. It's not really high or anything like that. We're kind of, I don't know if you can really see, but we're kind of, you know, this creek is kind of just like on the edge of a golf course here. You know, great pastime if you don't like getting your shoes dirty and don't know how to catch fish. But anyway, we're starting off here. You know, got the ultralight with me, and we're just going to use this this soft plastic here. This is I think it's called a curl-tail shad. I think it's the cream brand. You know, one of those cheaper brands you can get at Walmart on a 1/32 ounce jig head. So, you know, I've used this bait a few times, not in this creek specifically, but I think there's a chance it could work if there are fish in this little stretch here. So, you know, we're going to start casting, you know, so maybe swimming this thing back, or just kind of slowly sort of hopping it along, dragging it near the bottom, and see if there's anything around here that wants to, you know, wants to feed. So, without further ado, I'm going to start casting. First cast, guys. What is that? Is that a little bass? Oh, no, it's not. It's a fall fish. All right, let's check this guy out. I knew there were fall fish in this creek at the other section, so I'm not too surprised to see one. Not a very big example here, but he went for it immediately, basically. So, yeah, these fish, you know, they're pretty aggressive. If I can hold on to them. Get you a look at him. There he is. Just a small, silvery, basically a chub species here. Denizen of the creeks and the rivers. They like moving water. Aggressive little predator here. Not something that people really target very much, but they can get pretty big. I think the state record's like 3 pounds, but obviously this guy's only like 5 or 6 inches, so let's go ahead and let him go. These fish are a bit sensitive. Don't want to leave them out of the water for too long. Send him back. Thanks, buddy. First cast, I guess that's a pretty good sign, right, people? There we go, he's gone. See you, dude. He pooped on my jacket, but it is what it is. Instant hit there, guys, pretty much, on that little soft plastic, so I like that. I like that instant hit. Sometimes that's nice to just get one right off the bat. Oh, something else just tried to get it. There we go. Another fish. I think it's a bigger fall fish. Yeah. Not huge, but a little bit better. All right. These guys are giving good action already. This guy's more like 9 inches. They do fight pretty well on the smaller gear. Let's get a better look at them once I get them unhooked. I'm going to try to actually get a picture of this one if I can hold on to him. Hold on, buddy. There we go. Pretty fish here. Fun to catch in the creek. These guys will give you a good time. So let me get a picture and we'll send him on his way. Beautiful fish here. Silvery, sleek, streamlined predator fish from the creek. Peace. Well, this has turned out to be a good spot. I mean, I like this creek at the other spot that I mentioned earlier, and it seems like it's producing just as well as that other area. So nice to keep finding new places to go where you can catch a few fall fish. Fall fish are pretty fun. You know, sometimes they can really start digging, and you know, my biggest one's probably about a pound or half a pound, something like that. Oh, they're hitting it right as it drops, pretty much. But we pulled it out of that one's mouth. I guess you gotta give them a little bit of time here to kind of inhale it a bit more. But wow, I mean, we're getting bites every cast here. Good choice of lure, I suppose. That probably helps, right? Oh, something tried to grab it right there. I think that was a sunfish. Tell you what, this 1/32 ounce, I don't really use this size jig head very much, but it casts pretty good on the Ultralight. There we go. Oh, it's a bass. Tiny bass. Little baby bass. You know, sometimes if you've just had a bad luck fishing, or just a bad time in general, going down to a creek like this can be really a relaxing way to fish. You know, sometimes, you know, these places don't get fished very much, and you know, the fish are usually going to be small, but it can just help you relax. It's a relaxing way to fish. It's usually not too difficult to get a bite. Beautiful little largemouth bass here, only like a 4-incher, but hey, we're catching fish. I'm not complaining. All right, see you, little buddy. Another fish. Wow, every cast. These tiny fall fish. Wouldn't mind catching a few of those bigger ones, but these little guys, they're relentless, aren't they? I mean, they're quite pretty, but I want another 9-incher. That'd be good. All right, you're pooping everywhere. Get on out of here. Oh, there we go. Well, this is just nice, people. That's all I have to say. This is just nice. Nice way to spend a few hours at the creek. Just gonna keep probing this area. See what else is in here. Could be catching some sunfish, or who really knows, people. There's all sorts of stuff in creeks. It's one of the nice things about creeks. You can get a good variety of fish. Alright, we got my muck boots on, so I'm going to step out into the water just a little bit. Pretty solid bottom here, you know, rocky. Not like something you're going to sink into, really. And just get a little better angle out there, casting downstream. Where are the bigger fish? I mean, it's a creek, so they won't get much bigger, but it's always worth asking, just in case you'll get an answer. Uh-oh, snaggy. That didn't look good. Okay, guess we got out of it. There's a fish. Ooh, looks different. Looks different. Ooh, there we go. Different species. Different species for the day here. Ooh, colorful too. Not big, but colorful. Another creek denizen here. This is a red-breast sunfish, guys. And he's pretty colorful right now. You know, they tend to have kind of that sky blue on their sides and on their face. Reddish eye, red tail on this one. And of course, as the name implies, some color on the breast as well. Pretty little fish here. Not a surprising catch by any means. These guys are pretty aggressive. And they like the creeks too. You know, they really aren't going to be in many you know, lakes or ponds around this area. Maybe in other places, but not really here. They like the rivers, they like the creeks. So, good catch. Let's get this guy out of here. Thanks, dude. All right, one last look at him. Pretty guy. Pretty guy. All right. Good stuff, people. Good stuff out here at the creek. Make one more cast over here, just for variety's sake. Got one. Oh, got off. That stuff felt tiny. Oh, and he grabbed it again. Or something. And there goes another fish. Okay, another red breast. Slightly bigger than that last one. Ooh, he's nice looking fish here. Let's see. There we go. Pretty fish here. He's probably like half an inch longer than that other one. Great colors on these. You know, these are, you know, pretty similar to like a bluegill, but they do have a bigger mouth. And like I said, they're more of a river or creek fish around here. But good one to catch. All right, nice hit. Just kind of taking a little, you know, scenic B-roll shot, and this redbreast just came up and attacked the lure I just tied on right away. So here we go, another fish. Pretty cool. All right, people, so, you know, the fish have been biting good so far. You know, I got the tail off that soft plastic bitten off. So I just have to go ahead and make a switch. You know, when the fish are biting good, I inevitably want to see how many other ways I can catch them. So we switched to this little crankbait here. This is the, I think it's called the Rebel Teeny Wee Crawl, something like that. It's a very small panfish-sized crankbait that imitates a fleeing crawfish. I pretty much always use this in creeks or rivers. I'm not sure what this color is called, like ditch brown, or I'm not really sure, but it's basically brown on top and then some orange on the bottom. And we just had a fish take it from the surface. This is a floating lure, and then when you reel it dives down, and when you pause it still slowly floats back up. So that's what we're going to try to maybe make a few more casts in the same area and then move a little ways upstream. We actually have a little bit of current up here that could be good. So anyway, we're having fun. Good day so far. Oh, you smoked it, guys. That redbreast smoked it. Just paused it for a second and I saw him swing on it. That was pretty cool. On the pause. Sometimes that's key with the crank. Letting it pause. And then it's kind of like if they're chasing it, they almost crash into it and have to hit it. Pretty cool. Alright guys, another redbreast. That seems to be what's happening today. Redbreasts and fall fish. I'm not going to complain. Maybe we'll catch a few other species. I know we have that had that little bass earlier, so alright, let's try this upper area here. We really haven't made any casts over here, and I think maybe it's time we did. This actually looks like it gets fairly deep over here, so maybe there's a bigger fish that wants this. There we go. Oh, better fish, guys. Better fish. Better fish. Woohoo. Good. Fall fish. Stay on, please. All right. Nice. That's the biggest fish of the day. Wow. That's a good fall fish, guys. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Woohoo. Beauty. All right. Gonna get you unhooked, buddy, and we'll take a look at you. Just one little treble in his chin. But he definitely went for it, so I'm 100% counting that. Look at that fish, guys. That's a beautiful fall fish. He's about 10 inches. Gave a good fight, too. When they get bigger, they get stronger and a lot of fun to catch. Beautiful sort of metallic look to these fish. Great catch there. Great catch from the creek predator right there. That's a nice fish. Happy with that one. Definitely happy with that one. Let's get a picture and send him on his way. All right, one last look at him. Sorry for getting you all muddy, dude. All right, he's off. Good one. Good fish from the creek. Good fish. Alright people, so at this point during the trip, I had a little mishap here. I accidentally unplugged or turned off my mic. So I'm doing a little voiceover here. There's a few more catches down here. Earlier I kind of scouted this place out and was hoping it was going to be deeper, which didn't really end up being the case. But we did end up catching a few other fish. I tied on the Rapala floating minnow, original floater. In the F5 size, kind of a small lure, small jerkbait, crankbait, floating jerkbait. And we did manage to pick up a few more fish here. This is our first one at this other spot. It's just this another largemouth, not a particularly big one, but definitely bigger than that little guy that we had before. So another decent fish here. And this Rapala, this is one of those trusty lures that I've caught a ton of fish on, and it's great in little creeks like this. So yeah, landed another fish here at this other section. There was a couple other guys that ended up showing up to this spot too. Actually, it's kind of near like a bridge. But there you go, pretty little creek bass there. Nothing crazy, probably like 7 to 9 inches, something like that. But still gave a decent fight on the ultralight setup, right? I mean that that ultralight, even a fairly kind of small fish can still feel pretty good. So anyway, I'm gonna send this guy back into the waters now of the creek, and we kind of moved down a little further downstream near the same area, continuing to cast around that little Rapala floater here, and we pick up another fish. Our fourth species of the day, actually. This is a little bluegill. And yeah, he took a swing at the Rapala. When these situations happen where a fairly small fish attacks the lure like that, I'm assuming it's more of a territorial response. But anyway, the audio comes back here fairly shortly, so I'll leave it at that. And the next audio will return here. So we had another switch here. Not a huge switch, similar looking lure here, but this one that I wanted to try. A little bit smaller profile than the Rapala floater, but there's another little lure from Rebel called the Raider. And the main reason I switched this is because it's this is a suspending lure. This is a suspending twitch bait, so almost like a little jerk bait, or something with a darting action that you're going to impart with the rod tip. And I haven't caught anything on it yet. I tried it like one other time for a few casts. Didn't really give a good go of it, but this seems like more of an environment where it could do well. So I'm going to go back to this pool where I caught the bluegill and make a few casts with it and just start twitching it around, see if there's anything else down there that wants to hit this thing that I just saw. There's a fish. That didn't take long, did it? Fall fish. Not big, but got a new lure to work, right? Haven't caught anything on this before, so that's cool. Thanks for biting, dude. Peace. Alright, people. Well, it's about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Pretty good day out here at the creek. Just doing some ultralight fishing, trying different lures. And yeah, good number of fish caught today. I really am not sure what the total is, but good number of fall fish, good number of red breast sunfish, kind of typical for this creek. Nothing too surprising about that. A couple bass, one bluegill, so 4 species, not bad. Missed that pickerel, wish we could have landed that pickerel. But overall, good day. Yeah, relaxing way to spend an afternoon, just playing around with the creek, seeing what wants to bite, and yeah, we had some success. Several different lures were working, which is fun to see. The fish are pretty aggressive right now. They're getting ready to spawn. Most species are. So yeah, I guess just want to say thanks for watching.